In 2019, the world marked the 25th anniversary of the landmark Programme of Action of the International Conference on Population and Development. At the 1994 ICPD in Cairo, 179 governments transformed the way we look at population and development by agreeing that individual rights and choices, including sexual and reproductive health and reproductive rights, must be at the heart of sustainable development. A quarter century later, at the Nairobi summit on ICPD25, governments and other stakeholders came together once again to affirm their commitments to ICPD, including no woman should die while giving life, access to family planning is a right for all, and gender-based violence must end. 25 years ago, over 230,000 maternal deaths were estimated in Asia Pacific each year. Fast forward to today, and that number has dropped to 79,000. While progress has been impressive, much more must be done. That's why, at the Nairobi summit, 26 governments from Asia and the Pacific were joined by civil society representatives and the private sector, resulting in 152 commitments towards achieving the Programme of Action. So far, 60% of these promises are committed to be fulfilled by 2030. 25 countries committed to making childbearing safe by strengthening midwifery and health systems to provide life-saving emergency, obstetric and newborn care. Pakistan, for instance, committed to reducing its maternal mortality ratio from 170 to less than 70 per 100,000 live births by 2030. 26 nations also committed to expanding family planning services so that women have access to safe and voluntary contraception and the information they need to exercise their reproductive rights. Mongolia has committed to increasing the percentage of primary healthcare facilities providing at least 5 modern contraceptive methods from 30.4% in 2015 to at least 90% by 2030. Physical and sexual violence against women remains a sobering reality in Asia and the Pacific. 25 of the Nairobi commitments from Asia-Pacific countries address prevention and response to gender-based violence amid the wider context of discrimination against women. Cambodia has pledged to ensure all women and girls have equal access to quality gender-based violence information and services by 2030. Fundamental to all commitments made at the Nairobi summit is the pledge to leave no one behind, regardless of their gender, age, or disability. In Thailand, the government has pledged to invest more to keep older people healthy and productive. Whilst Lao PDR has pledged to ensure that comprehensive sexuality education is fully integrated into school curricula nationwide by 2030. Fulfilling the pledge of ICPD Programme of Action means taking into consideration population dynamics in relation to sustainable development, including the urgent need to tackle climate change, which affects us all. The Cook Islands has committed to doubling up all efforts for the full and effective implementation of the ICPD Programme of Action and the Sustainable Development Goals, including through strengthening resilience to climate change and natural disasters. Since Cairo 1994, countries have been working hard to fulfill the ICPD Programme of Action, but we must collectively work even harder. It is time for us all to fulfill our ICPD commitments, keep our promises, and build a better world for all.